خوشی ہو، اسی غم کی راہوں میں آنکھیں بچھا کر میں پلکوں سے خاک حرم چوم لوں گا، اسی غم کی راہوں میں آنکھیں بچھا کر میں پلکوں سے خاک حرم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، میرے دل کو ہے بس نبی سے عقیدت، کسی دن تو جاگے گی میری بھی قسمت، میرے دل کو ہے بس نبی سے عقیدت، کسی دن تو جاگے گی میری بھی قسمت، جو آئیں گے کر کے سفر مدینہ میں خوش ہو کے ان کے قدم چوم لوں گا، جو آئیں گے کر کے سفر مدینہ میں خوش ہو کے ان کے قدم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، عقیدت سے کعبے میں سر کو جھکا کر نگاہوں سے پاوے حرم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا۔ Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM, brought to you courtesy Original Barbecue Hut, Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortin Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management Construction, and the TriniLink Solutions. You are listening to Soul Inspirations.
Yes, we are tuned into Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani. And as always, I must say it's indeed an absolute honor and, of course, a personal pleasure to be in your company once again for around about the next hour or so. Thank you so much for the pleasure of your company. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. On the program this morning, as always, we've got a very, very interesting segment lined up for you. Of course, we start off with our short inspirational segment, followed by the early morning call to prayer. I've got a few beautiful Islamic selections lined up for you as well. Later on, as we work our way through the program, as we get into our lecture segment, this morning we'll be talking about eradicating negativity from your life. Negativity itself is like a cancer. It eats away at the very core of your existence. So that will be our discussion point for this morning. How do we eradicate that negative concept from your life? And of course, you can message me this morning via the WhatsApp number 2994103. You can send me a message via the social feeds as well, the Facebook link, and also via the YouTube feed as well. Once again, Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. Do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM.
تو ہی تو چاہت میری، تو ہے میرا سکون، تو ہی تو راحت میری، تو ہے میرا جنون، تو ہی راتوں میں ہے میری، تو ہی باتوں میں ہے میری، کسی اور کو نہیں، میں بس تجھ کو ہی مانوں، تیرا میں ہو جاؤں، ربا میں کیا کروں، تیری ہی بات کہوں، ربا میں کیا کروں، سجدے سر جھکتا ہے، ربا میں کیا کروں، تیرا میں ہو جاؤں، ربا میں کیا کروں، چاہت مجھے دے دے، جنت مجھے دے دے، میری باتوں میں یادوں रब तू है मेरा सोनिया वे रब्बा तेरी इबादत करूं रात दिन रब्बा मेरे सोनिया अख मेरी तरस दिया सोनी जन्नत जुदे तकलीफा तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं तेरी ही बात कहूं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है रब्बा मैं क्या करूं तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं Nobody can take away my pyar for you Your love and your pyar is the one that's true Everybody go to सान नहीं जानते I've been sad forever to सान नहीं थकते शुक्र तेरा रब्बा तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take, every word I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Every drop of rain is a mercy from above. Feeding all the earth is thanks to you. Every ray of sun, the light of the moon, the wind when it blows, is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, all thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah.
Allah's blessings and mercies to you and yours on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the day of Jum'ah. Jum'ah Mubarak going out to you and yours, blessing upon blessing. And as you look forward to another day in your life, as you come to the end of another week, as we say thanks for the blessing of another day in our lives, we look forward with hope. And I want you to understand that everything that happens to you, has great, great significance. And you need to place your trust in the fact that there is a greater plan at hand always. The Quran reminds us that you can plan, but Allah is the best of planners. So there is always a plan, and everything that has happened to you happens for your benefits. This doesn't mean that your life will be free from pain or trial. It simply means that what you go through will also leave you with something greater than when you started. So in every experience, look for that thing that you should take away and let go of those things that will not benefit you in any way whatsoever. And I can tell you this, if Allah was to show you what He hasn't planned for you right now, it will absolutely boggle your mind. If you can only see the doors He's going to open for you, if you can only see the opportunities that He has there in store for you, the people who will show up, the opportunities, the excitement, the amazement, the passion, your heart will become filled with joy. And that is precisely what faith is all about. You have to believe it before you see it. Believe in the favors of the Almighty even before it arrives at your doorsteps. And His favors, His bounties, they are surrounding you like a shield. Every setback is indeed a setup for a comeback. Every bad break that you have had, every disappointment, every hardship, every person who would have done you wrong, it's all part and parcel of the plan. It is all part and parcel of the plan of Almighty Allah to get you where you're supposed to be. So have faith in the Almighty, but more importantly, have faith in the plan. And on that note, I say to you this morning, may Allah bless you this day. May He continue to shower you with all of His utmost mercies and bounties. And may He continue to guide your footsteps towards all that is good. And may He bless you with happiness and prosperity. And may He grant you the strength and the courage to face all the challenges that will come your way this day. Well, with that being said, right around the corner, we've got our inspirational segment coming up very, very soon. Do stick around. You're listening to Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM.
Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM, brought to you courtesy Original Barbecue Hut, Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortin Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management Construction, and the TriniLink Solutions. You are listening to Soul Inspirations.
Yes, ma'am.
So this morning in our inspirational segment, I've got a very, very simple message for you. And that message is, don't ever be a prisoner of your past. Your past was just a lesson. Remember, it is never ever a life sentence. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start right where you are and positively affect change towards the end. Life itself is unpredictable, and all of us are faced with challenges and problems from time to time. Oftentimes we question our past and we wonder what would have happened if things had turned out differently. These thoughts can be consuming and will keep you from moving forward in life. Don't dwell on the past. Dwelling in the past can lead to anxiety, can lead to depression, and that in itself can suck the life out of every single thing that you are doing in your life. Your time is too valuable. The time in this world is so short, it's so valuable to waste on living in the past. Everyone tastes failure at some point. What you do with it determines the outcome of your life. How you use that failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past You don't try to forget the mistakes because that is impossible, but at least you don't dwell on it, and at least you learn from those mistakes. You don't need to allow it to suck the energy and the time out of your resources. Letting go of the past is definitely easier said than done. And quite frankly, sometimes it can feel impossible to let go of the past. Sometimes it's a real uphill battle. So this morning I want to take this time to share with you a few points that can help you on the journey of leaving the past behind. Number one, it is extremely important sometimes to express yourself, express your hurts. There are many sources of pain in this life. You might have made a mistake. You may regret a decision that you made. You might have failed at an opportunity. You might have hurt someone, or even you were hurt by someone as well. Instead of reliving your past over and over in your head, it is important to let it out. Express yourself. Speak about it, write about it, talk to a trusted friend or family member, talk to a counselor, do something, but get it out. Express it. Don't keep it bundled up inside, because sometimes that is the worst thing that you can do for yourself. If your hurt involves another person, talk to the other person. Express your feelings so that you can literally seal that off and move on. The second thing that is extremely important is that sometimes in life you have to accept your decisions. Accept the consequences of your decisions. Anytime you make a decision, you need to understand that that decision literally is you saying yes to one opportunity and saying no to the other possibilities. And it can be easy to sit and wonder, what if? What if I had done this? Or what if I had done that? What would have been the outcome? But the question of what if only leads to frustration, and running scenarios in your mind again and again will not change what has already happened. So instead of thinking about what may or what may have not, focus on the present and focus on what you can do right now. Accept that your past has happened. Some things you may be proud of, some things you may not be proud of. But it's all part and parcel of your story. And tell yourself that, look, I have made this decision and I take responsibility for my decision. And I will not allow it to predict the outcome of future experiences. Number three, very, very importantly, you must decide to let go of your past. That is a conscious decision you are going to have to make. Once you have expressed your hurts, once you have let the hurts out, you have to then make a conscious decision to let it go. And although you cannot change your past, you can choose not to dwell on it, and you can take steps to move on. Put your focus on the present, put your focus on the future. And when you choose to let it go, remember that you are being proactive about moving on instead of being a victim to your past. Tell yourself, I accept myself and I accept my past, and I am choosing to move on from this. I will not be defined by my past, and I am simply choosing to move forward for my own benefits. The other point I wanted to share with you is that it is very important that you think about what you have learned at the end of every experience, at the end of every situation. Once it has now been categorized as your past, you can look back and ask yourself, what have I actually learned? Your past is a learning opportunity for you. Your experience may have taught you a lot about yourself. might have taught you a lot about other people or life in general. Sit and think about both the positives and the negative things that you have learned, but focus more on the positive lessons. Also, very importantly, learn to forgive yourself for making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes at some point. Everyone does something or says something that he may regret in the future. Your past is your past. It is not something that is currently happening to you right now. It is not guaranteed to happen in the future again. Learn to forgive yourself and allow yourself to move forward with your life in a positive way. And I highlight positive. Your life will move forward. But if you don't stay course, if you don't stay the course, there is a possibility that your life can move forward in a negative way. So forgive yourself and make the effort to move forward. Make the intention to move forward in a positive way. Sometimes you may have to forgive people. Sometimes you may have to, look for new opportunities moving ahead. But whatever it is you need to do, ensure that it is done. Remember that what has to be will be. What has missed you was never meant for you. And what is meant for you will never ever miss you. This is one of the traditions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And that is a very, very important reminder for us. Know that if the whole world was to gather against you in order to help you, they will not be able to help you except if Allah had written so for you. And if the whole world were to gather in order to harm you, they will not be able to harm you except what Almighty Allah has written for you. So live your life trusting in the Almighty. Live your life not dwelling in the past. Look forward with anticipation. Look forward with enthusiasm. I can assure you He will work it all out in your favor. At this point on the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you this morning through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Cunupia.
أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة
Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM, brought to you courtesy Original Barbecue Hut, Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortin Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management Construction, and the TriniLink Solutions. You are listening to Soul Inspirations.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me that on that day I'll be okay. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it was. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong. I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me that on that day I'll be okay. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it was. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong.
حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله वो जब लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है वो जब लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है दुनिया के हर आशिक की आंखों का वो तारा है वो जब लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है दुनिया के हर आशिक की आंखों का वो तारा है जुल्म हुए कितने उस पर सीने पर रखा पातर, लब पर फिर भी जारी था ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला माफी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह, नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला माफी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह, नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह। अपनी बहन से बोले उमर, ये तो बता क्या करती थी। अपनी बहन से बोले उमर, ये तो बता क्या करती थी। मेरे आने से पहले क्या चुपके पढ़ती थी। अपनी बहन से बोले उमर, ये तो पता क्या करते थे। मेरे आने से पहले क्या चुपके पढ़ती थी। बहनन जब कुरान पढ़ा, सुन के कलाम पाक खुदा, दिल उमर का बोल उठा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला माफी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह, नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह।
Sometimes in life we feel helpless when we're alone. There's so much darkness, but we forget what Allah told us, that we are strong when we help each other. This pain that you feel, we all feel this pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever. No matter what life will throw, we can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah. Oh Lord, as long as you're with us, please, then all our pains worth every penny. Day and night, let's pray to Allah that we can fight all forms of sorrow. This pain that you feel, we'll feel the pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever. No matter what life will throw, we can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah. What you're feeling has a meaning, so keep believing. Let's talk healing. Oh ma, do not worry, your tears are heard by the Almighty. This pain that you feel, we'll feel the pain the same, and we will be standing here together forever. No matter what life will throw, we can conquer if we stand together. So let's stand together forever, inshallah.
Indeed, we must stand together. Whatever life throws at us, we definitely can conquer once we stand together. Like they say, united you stand, divided you fall. May Allah unite our hearts and guide us towards all that is good. Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Sarfraz Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. Thank you so much for all of the messages I have received thus far via the WhatsApp number 2994103, also via the social feeds as well. Thank you so much for your kind words, your beautiful gestures, and I say to you, right back at you as well. Well, at this point on the program, we now get into our lecture segment, and this morning we're talking about how do we eradicate the negative aspects of our lives. Like I mentioned a bit earlier on in the program, negativity really and truly is like a cancer. And I want you to just imagine for a moment that there is a magnificent, beautiful, wonderful painting right in front of you. It is intricate in detail, beautiful in color, like no other that you have ever seen. A beautiful portrait, a beautiful picture right there in front of you. And then a fly comes and sits right on the middle of the painting. You choose then to fixate your eyes on the small fly which has landed on it, and you ignore all of the beautiful colors around you, all of the vivid colors that are there bursting out of that picture. You ignore all of those wonderful things and you focus on that small fly which has landed right there in the middle of the picture. And that, in a nutshell, highlights the impact of negativity in your life. In your life, you are surrounded by so many wonderful things, so many beautiful things, so many blessings of the Almighty. But in most cases, we tend to choose to want to focus on the negative things. I say to you this morning, be very cautious. Be cautious with what you feed your mind and your soul. Fuel yourself with positivity. Fuel yourself with productivity. Fuel yourself with a growth mindset. And then let that fuel propel you towards positive action. Do you remember the last time you pat yourself on the back for something you accomplished? Or is it easier to remember the last time you criticized yourself for something instead? If being positive is difficult for you, then there is a good chance that you are allowing too much negativity into your life. And this negativity can arrive in the form of negative people, in the form of negative habits, in the form of negative attitudes, or in the form of simply allowing yourself to dwell into negative situations. So no matter what shape it takes, negativity is negativity. And it is worth examining your life to see where and how you can get rid of those things that are not positively serving you. And on that note, I wanted to share with you this beautiful anecdote I came across earlier this week. There was an elephant who had just finished bathing in a nearby river and was traveling along a particular route. As it approached a bridge, a narrow bridge, it noticed that there was a pig that was completely drenched in dirty mud approaching from the other side, from the opposite direction of the bridge. The elephant calmly moved to one side, allowing the filthy pig to go by, and then it proceeded on its way. The dirty pig, however, boasted to its friends, and he said, "You see how important I am? Even the elephant, the big, huge, mighty elephant, was so terrified of me, and he had to step to one side to allow me to pass." When they heard this, several of the other elephants questioned their friends' actions. They said, "What was it? Was it due to fear that you moved to one side, or was it due to something else?" So the elephant laughed and he said, "I could have easily crushed the pig beneath my leg. But I was clean and the pig was quite dirty. and crushing it with my leg would have made my leg muddy, and I simply wanted to avoid being dirty again. As a result of that, I simply stepped to one side, I let him go by, and then I continued on my journey. A wise person will avoid contact with negativity, not out of fear, but simply out of a wish to avoid impurity. Even if they are powerful enough to eliminate it, they will stay clear of the negativity. You do not need to react to every opposing viewpoint. You don't need to react to every single word or every single scenario. You don't need to engage every negative situation. Sometimes it is better to hold on to your peace. But the big question is, how? That is a huge question. How? How do you hold on to your peace? How do you eradicate the negativity from your daily life? Well, first of all, it is extremely important to focus on gratitude daily. Not once a week, not once a fortnight, not once a month, not once a year. Every single day, focus on gratitude, because gratitude will fortify your emotional well-being by transforming your energies from within. And that in itself will reinforce your positive expectations. Your brain actually notices patterns in order to more easily process all of the input it receives. So if you keep thinking about negatives, then the outputs will also be negative. If you keep thinking about positives, the output will also be positive. So focus on those things that you can actually give thanks for. Also, it is important that sometimes you practice radical forgiveness. This is an important step to avoid negative. Avoiding the negativity is eliminating all resentments from within. Maintain a clean heart. Try your best to purify yourself from within. Purify yourself from hatred, from malice, from jealousy, from all of those things that will eat away at the very core of your existence. Make a conscious effort to eradicate those things. Also very important, be present in the moment. Negativity arises when you continuously harbor on those events of the past, worrying about what could have happened. In the present moment, everything that you do will not affect the past, it will affect the future. And that is something you need to take into consideration. Give thanks for what is happening right now in your life. Thank Allah that you are alive. Thank Allah you have a great family. Thank Allah you have a job. Thank Allah you have something to eat when the day comes. Because there are so many people who have none of the above. And if you can be present in the moment and enjoy the blessings that you are blessed with right now, I can assure you, you will have absolutely no time for negativity. And finally, very importantly, you must try your best to eliminate toxic situations and toxic relationships. Oftentimes, toxic relationships can feel depleting and ultimately weaken your drive. Look at your community, look at your circle, and then decipher who are those individuals who are there to promote positivity in my life, and those individuals who are there to promote negativity. And then make a conscious effort to make a positive change. You might be able to change the dynamic of a particular relationship by being more energized. If not, and if that can't be helpful, then you might have to actually change your relationship altogether. But the most important thing is that your circle, the circle of people you have around you, should promote positivity in your life. And if they are not promoting positivity, then that is something that you need to pay very close attention to. So the life that Almighty Allah has given to you is extremely, extremely short. We literally have no time for negativity, none whatsoever. Every single moment spent dwelling on something negative pulls away and takes away from our life that can never ever be returned. So I hope that you can see that there are simple steps that you can take on a daily basis to fortify your emotional and your mental well-being and safeguard yourself from negativity. These actions don't require big changes, just small shifts, small changes. And I can tell you, over time, if you can make those changes, you will begin to feel empowered as you now continue to shape your life into the one that you want and into the one that you love.
في ليلة من الليالي لست أدري ما تراني ظلمة تغمرني يا رب. الأرض ضاقت والسماء وقلبي ما رفض والدم بات يبكي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. عصيت والذنب كبير وإني في حزني أسير مقيد بذنبي يا رب. فهل أستحق يا إلهي العفو جمال مقر بالذنوب يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني دوما يا رب قد كنت معي لكنني نهيت عنك نسيت ما قد كان وسرت في طريق يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني دوما يا رب قد كنت معي لكنني أبعد عنك نسيت ما قد كان وسرت في طريق يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. واليوم يا ربي أعود من ظلمة خلف الحدود فالقلب منكسر والنظر في حال وأنا الغريق فلا أرى إلا سواك لمنقذا لا منجا ولا منجا إلا أنت يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي.
Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM, brought to you courtesy Original Barbecue Hut, Nicer Brand Products Limited, Point Fortin Hardware Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management Construction, and the Trinilink Solutions. You are listening to Soul Inspirations.
Yes, we have been listening to Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Sarfraz Ghani. And now we are coming to the end of the program for this morning. I must take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. Special thanks and salams, greetings of peace going out to you and yours. And listeners and viewers who would have joined me on the program this morning, thank you so much for your beautiful words, your kind gestures. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. Well, that brings us to the end of the program for this morning. Of course, it was an absolute honor to be in your company over the past hour. So do catch me next week, Friday, from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Sarfraz Ghani, signing on for this morning. Until next week, Friday, please do have an extremely blessed day, a blessed weekend. Stay safe, stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Up next is news at 6, followed by Prabhat. Do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday, it's the best day. Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Mubarak. Waking up in the morning, got the special Friday feeling. Getting ready in my best clothes now. My jubba looking crisp, going all out. Jumping my ride to the masjid. Hearing the khutbah, it's a blessing. Now we're standing in the sun and we're praying. Then I greet our kids with Assalamu alaikum. Friday is here and it is the best of days. When we go to